Chantecaille has new summer colors. They've got new Future Skin Foundation. We're going to talk all about all the cool newness over at Chantecaille. Today with me, Rebecca. I am a fashion and beauty editor. So I worked in print for a super long time, over 20 years, following around all of these famous names that we know, household names in the fashion and beauty industry. And that gave me the gumption, the moxie, the wherewithal, the confidence to start Not Fit for Print Beauty, because it's not print anymore, we're digital. Not Fit for Print Beauty right here on YouTube, so that you have a sort of digital beauty magazine to look through every day or so. All right, full transparency, Chantecaille was kind enough to treat me to these lovely products, but I always put my money where my mouth is. I was actually just about to buy their new rendition of Future Skin when they sent it to me. Quite literally, it was in my cart and I was like, oh, I don't have to now. But I was absolutely going to, and I was quite happy to do so. I do not take and show PR from a brand that I wouldn't buy. And I am a longtime customer and a big fan of Chantecaille. And I think you'll see why as we talk about it today. So a few things happening over there. Last year, they reformulated their skin tint. But this year, we have a new version of the iconic Chantecaille Future Skin, and a few things have happened. So this product is $95, and I should tell you that we are doing this luxury makeup today. Tomorrow, I'm doing more affordable makeup, so we're kind of going to bookend the weekend here. But this is my luxury, Chantecaille's luxury and luxury pricing. If you don't buy a lot, if you like to buy just a little, this is a great luxury brand to put your money in because it's good stuff. I'm really a fan of the original Future Skin, but here's what they've done. They've removed the microplastics, which is a really good thing because the EU, I believe, has completely banned it. You know, the US takes a little longer on that, but they're ahead of the game. But not only did they take out those microplastics, they put in more hydration to an already beautifully hydrating product. They put in more skincare, but it's the same kind of, like they say, fresh, natural coverage that they've always had. But they also added shades. So there's 21 shades now, which is 7 new ones. We're going to try a new one today, but 21 shades total now. And they even sent over their Blend and Smooth brush. I love Chantecaille brushes. I use them all the time, even with other brands. I love Chantecaille brushes. So we're going to try that out today too. They sent over Vanilla, which has always been my go-to shade in everything complexion for Chantecaille, but they sent over Macadamia, which is new. And spoiler alert, I'm actually wearing that now, and I think that's probably going to become my color. But I also want to show you the new shades for the cheek and lips, and we're going to take them outside into the warm California sunshine. So remember, today we're doing these kind of luxury things, and then tomorrow we're going to do slightly more affordable, because it's all good, right? Okay, so we also have some new summer colors in the iconic Brilliant Gloss from Chantecaille and in the also iconic Cheek Gelee. First of all, I want to do a shout out. You guys will laugh. I want to do a shout out for all geeky, organized people like me, to whoever does the graphic design and the web stuff and all the stuff for Chantecaille. Their website is so organized. Give me a comment if you agree with that. Organizational nerds unite. I don't know if Chantecaille will see this. They were kind enough to send this to me, but if they do, could they just put a word in to whoever is doing their website? Just high five. It is so refreshing to have a well-organized, it's easy to see what's new. It's easy to see what shades are new. It's easy to see bundles, because you can buy bundles on the Chantecaille site. There's no reason for me to say this. This is just coming from the heart. Just high five to whoever is doing it. It's so organized and easy to, but anyway, just saying, it's just not, some of those websites, they're such a mess, right? It's like, what? Have you been on the Dolce & Gabbana beauty website? What are they doing? It's like they just threw it at a wall and ran and hid so that no one had to. And anyway, good stuff from Chantecaille. Okay, so we've got the new summer color launch of the Brilliant Gloss. These glosses are so good, and they've got 2 new ones. So now there's 10 shades. I'm going to take it outside, but I've got this shade Love, which is from the original. But they also sent me Gleam and Glimmer, which are 2 of the new. So now there are 10 shades in that Brilliant Gloss, and it's so nice. And then we also have 3 new shades to make a total of 6 now in the iconic Cheek Gelee. Now these These are $43 each for the lip gloss and $49 for the cheek Gelee. I told you this is luxury brand. And if I didn't mention, these are $95. Brush is $45. Again, luxury. So our cheek Gelee, we have 3 new shades for now, a total of 6, and I have them all here. You know, just a little side thing. I wanted to talk about PR and getting shades. I'm thinking of making a video that explains the origins of PR being sent to creators like me and like others, and some of the falsehoods about PR and some of the issues with it. Is that a video? I'm thinking of making it anyway, but I thought I would put it out there. Is that a video you guys would be interested in seeing? If you're in the video here, could you let me know if you'd be like boring or if that's interesting to you? I might put out a poll actually about that. Okay, at any rate, let's go ahead and take these outside into the warm California sunshine and take a look at them, okay? First of all, we're going to start with our brilliant gloss with the new shades Gleam and Glimmer. You can barely see Gleam. It's there in the kind of crook of my arm. It's very faint, but you can see it there. I put Love, the shade Love, on there too because they sent it and I hadn't tried it yet, and it's but that's an original shade. And then in the cheek Gelee, you see 3 new ones. Those are the 3 new ones. Delight, in this order, Euphoric, and then Thrill, lightest to deepest. Very beautiful, and I try to take those into 2 different lights so you can see them. Such pretty shades, and I just love the way this makes your skin feel. It's just so healthy. I like Chantecaille in summer. It just feels, oh, I don't know. It just feels so light, so pretty. And I have specific ways of applying these products too that I want to go now to the demo to show you. So let's head over there and enjoy all these beautiful products that Chantecaille was kind enough to send my way. So thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed and let's go. So every time I've purchased a Chantecaille complexion product, I have purchased Vanilla, which is this shade right here. I'm going to put it on my hand for you. And I've always been really, really happy with it. But Chantecaille was nice enough to send over a replacement for Vanilla because they know that might still be my preferred shade. But they also sent something a little close to it called Macadamia. And Macadamia, here on my finger, is new. So I thought we would try it today. Let me look at it myself here. It looks a little cooler. So the Vanilla probably is a bit more me, as you don't really see it, and you shouldn't look at foundation matches on your hand, because of course that's getting a different level of sun exposure. Putting all that aside, doing this somewhat unscientifically, here's the Vanilla, and for my hand, that would be the better color. And here is our Macadamia shade, which is looking kind of cool. So, well, let me try it on my face here. Okay, let me do a little stripe, because down the neck and such is where you should be, and really you should be in real sunlight. You know, there's the Macadamia on me. I'm just letting you kind of see, you don't necessarily have my skin tone, but if you're thinking of some of these new shades, we've gotten a little less strict. There's the Macadamia. I have my trusty makeup eraser here. I love these for quick changes. We've gotten a little less crazy with when I was a young kid, and I'm dating myself here, but when I was young, it was really important that you nailed it. But now there's like the shade that you are, the shade that you want to be, the little bit tanner shade, the little bit lighter shade that you can bronze up. Things have kind of chilled out a little bit with that. And here's Vanilla. I just stuck Vanilla on here just to kind of see. Vanilla, Macadamia. There's not much difference. Vanilla is a little warmer. Macadamia is a little cooler. Let's go ahead and work with Macadamia today. Why not? Because what I've done in the past is worked with the Vanilla. So Macadamia is one of the new shades. So let's go ahead and do it. And we're going to use it here. I love Chantecaille brushes. I have a few of them here for our blush. And I'm going to go ahead and use this one. This is the Blend and Smooth brush. That's $45. It's a really like face-hugging vegan brush with a great shape, and that's, like I said, $45. And we're going to try on one of our future skin. We're going to do Macadamia. Why not? Now, I like to think that I am one of the people that applies this correctly, and I feel like if you don't like this product, you might be, I'm not trying to be accusatory, but you might not be applying it correctly, so I want to show you what I do. Now, first of all, both of these did come with these little plastic caps that if you read the clear plastic writing on the plastic cap, it says do not discard. So this is a nice thing to keep on top. I know it's a little bit messy, but it keeps everything really nice. Okay, here's the way I put this on, and it's not the way you might expect. I am not going to put it all over my face and rub it in. What I am going to do is I am going to take my finger, you could take a brush, but I have my little makeup eraser, and I'm going to dot it on around my face. I actually put a little bit more than I normally would. And this again is the Macadamia shade. We're just going to try it because that's one of the new ones. Oh, it feels so nice, and it's got even more skincare benefits. And then I'm going to take our Blend and Smooth brush from Chantecaille, and I am going to just kind of blend it in. I don't put a lot of this on at all. I just wear it as a kind of light medium refreshing coverage just to kind of even out my skin tone. I really do not bathe in this. And for me, I think that's what makes it look so pretty and makes it so hydrating, and then it's not overwhelming. People who I've heard do not like this product have used a lot of it, and I just don't think there's a need for it. It layers well. So if you put on a little, and that was actually more than I usually put on, if you put on a little and feel that you need a little more, then just dot a little more on. But I do replace that little plastic cap afterwards, and this is how I wear it. I just smooth it all in there. I even get a little on the eyes. It feels really refreshing, kind of cooling, refreshing. We're going to be taking on and off blush here, so I might disturb it a little bit while I do that, and I'll try to kind of maybe reapply it as we do this on camera. But I just wanted to show you kind of how that looks and how pretty that is. What do we think of that shade? I've worn vanilla in every other Chantecaille video I've ever done. This is a bit brighter, isn't it? It's a little light for my skin, but I kind of like it. Again, like I said, we're not so strict anymore on foundation shades like we used to. I mean, obviously, you don't want a line of delineation. That's obvious, right? Okay, let's look at some of our new lip shades. You saw these all swatched already, but we're going to try it on here. Here is one of our new summer color launches in the Brilliant Gloss. This is the shade Gleam, which I would probably generally do over another shade, but I just want to show it to you. So pretty, and would be really, really pretty over a color or a liner. That's the one you could barely see on my arm when I swatched it. It's really pretty. And if you want to wear it alone, you know, if you want to throw it in your bag or whatever, or your desk drawer and wear it alone, it's just going to give a little bit of depth and dimension to the lips. It's really pretty. Okay, and now let's play with some of the cheek gelees, but we'll also try on the other two lip shades that I have here. This little guy is going to get a lot of work. Okay, let's start. We got 3 new cheek shades. So let's do one, and then we'll kind of erase with the makeup eraser. All right, so you have seen these already swatched. They're just so pretty. This is Delight. This is one of the new. All of the shades I have here are new. Here's Delight. And I'm going to actually put it on with the, I think I'll use the Chantecaille cheek brush for that. You could dot, there's so many ways to do this. I put it on the brush first, but you could also just put it on. And you don't have to use a brush. I use a brush because people don't tend to like me touching my face. No, we don't know why. Nobody knows why, but some of you I guess it doesn't look nice on camera. Let me overdo that a little bit. Again, feels so good, but doesn't overhydrate. Like, you never feel greasy with these products, especially if you use them, like I said, that kind of moderation way, build with it. And look at that natural flush. Is that showing on camera? I'll overdo it. This is how I would wear it. Okay, now I'm going to overdo it just for you guys to see. I like to put it on, you can go ahead and put it right on the cheek, but I like to kind of do it this way. And I like my technique with the Chantecaille products. Now I'm overdoing it, which is not going to look as nice, but I just want you to really see the shade since this is one of the new shades. And I know that helps you guys. But over applying it isn't going to make the prettiest look for my skin. It really was dewy and supple. You know, you over apply something dewy like this, and it's going to, you know, it's not how it's meant to be worn. So please use this for color reference only. And that is one of the new shades in Delight. And now I'm going to take that off, and we're going to do one of our new shades in Euphoric. Yes, we have 2 cheeks and 3 shades. I'll figure it out. Okay, and here is Euphoric. It's going to be a little bit darker. I'm going to flip over our cheek brush here so we have a new surface, and we're going to go there. And this is Euphoric, already dark, versus Delight. Both of these are new shades, and that is already kind of deep and probably more than I'd wear already, but I will do it a little bit more. A little more Euphoric. Okay, now over applying. The reason I caution you about looking at the performance with the over application is it will start to show texture more since we're getting so dewy. Most people wouldn't wear this much of it. But the fun thing about this, as you build it, it really does give a dewy, pretty look. And now you're seeing this slightly overdone here. And this is, you can see the difference. Euphoric is a lot deeper than Delight. I didn't even overdo Euphoric as much as Delight, and there's still a difference. Okay, very pretty. And we have one of those left. We have two left of our lip shades, although only one is new. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my face. Okay, I just went off camera for a second. I turned off the camera so that I could just kind of wipe that off, and then I, kind of touched up the Future Skin foundation. Okay, here is our second new shade of our Summer Color Brilliant Gloss, and this is the shade Glimmer. So this is going to be a little bit pinker than Gleam. Oh, wow, it's so pretty. It's pretty, it's fun. Why do I like these glosses? Because they don't have any weird scent to them. They're not sticky. They're almost thin like a lip oil. So they're not sticky. Your hair doesn't get stuck in them because they're more oily than goopy. Best way I can describe it. And they're pretty. And they last a long time. They look nice. The packaging is nice. They're just a very, very nice and I think underrated lip gloss. In terms of luxury lip glosses. And I think that's actually really pretty. I'm going to show you the Love shade, which is one of the older, not older, but one of the original, I should say, shades of the Brilliant Gloss. But let's try on our third and final new cheek Gelee. And this is the shade Thrill, which is going to be the deepest of the bunch. So I'll put those on both. And for that, just for fun, I'll use the foundation and mask brush, which usually I would use for foundation, but I thought I would just keep it all in the family. Okay, and here is a new shade in the cheek Gelee called Thrill. Probably the wrong brush, but you get the idea. I thought I would keep it all Chantecaille. Isn't that pretty? So they kind of go, this one goes a little bit deeper. This one also is very warm. Okay, let me put a little bit more of it on. You know what? In all honesty, I really, on my skin tone, really like that first shade, Delight, that was over on this cheek. Because you can build, and it just doesn't ever get too dark. But that's just me. I'm not a huge fan of those kind of deep, dark cheek shades. I never have been. In a way, I'm kind of old-fashioned like that. Back when we used to wear seeming like it's no makeup blush. So this is a lot of blush here. I just want to overdo it for you. Again, overdone. You guys wonder why I repeat myself so much, but when I see people in comments going, and I've talked about this comment over and over because it baffles me. You always say you're a makeup artist, and I'm like, when have I ever said that? So that's why I repeat myself so much. Just in case, Good thing I taught 8th grade for 10 years because... All right. What do you guys think? That's really pretty though, isn't it? It's a unique shade, this Thrill shade. It's really kind of a unique shade that you don't see a lot of, especially in this really pretty kind of dewy. And I'm going to put on the shade Love on my lips because Chantecaille sent it over and I haven't ever played with it. But it is one of the original shades. You saw it swatched. And it looks like, even in me wiping that off, we left on a little bit of that Glimmer. So you're getting a little peekaboo. It's just so pretty. Just so nice. If you are purchasing luxury, and the interesting thing is, I feel like we have such a knee-jerk, as I told you, I'm going to do tomorrow's video is going to be really affordable. And I understand that today's video is in the luxury category. But we have such a knee-jerk reaction to, I wouldn't buy that. You have to understand, if you're being really selective about what you're purchasing, and of course you could afford it, and I always say I'm not your bank manager, then buy quality. Buy less, but good quality. Others like to buy more, and they like it in a more affordable price range. To each their own. Horses for courses, or however the expression goes. So I just want everyone to know there's a lot of choice out there, and nobody is forcing you to buy luxury if you'd rather buy something a bit more simple, and no one is forcing you to not buy luxury or to be ashamed. So, you know, it's all what's in your budget and what your preference is. And a lot of people prefer this. If you're going to buy luxury, I certainly put my faith behind Chantecaille, because I just think these shades, I mean, I always feel really fresh and like I have a really healthy glow when I wear Chantecaille products. And I overdid the blush here, but you know, I like it. And I think this reformulation and the added shades in the Future Skin are fantastic. They redid the face tint, I guess it was last year. So this is the new one, the new redo. And it's just really nice. I mean, not only did they remove the microplastics, but also they added all the skincare ingredients. It's nice. It's really nice. And if you're going to buy luxury, this is a good one. Sometimes if we pay a lot for luxury and we don't like what we have, it's such a disappointment. And you won't be disappointed by Chantecaille. You just won't. And the brushes are fantastic too, so I wanted to showcase those. All thumbs up. I want to thank Chantecaille for thinking of me and sending these lovely products my way. I think I might switch now to Macadamia from Vanilla. Or maybe I'll go on Mood. I don't know. I could also mix the two. Since I'm lucky enough that the brand was kind enough to send them both, I might even mix them. But anyway, at any rate, really, really wanted to put in a good word for what I see as a really good brand with a lot of integrity, and I mean that. So let me know what your thoughts are, because down below I like to chat with you guys in comments, and I want to know what you're thinking and what your questions are and all of that stuff. And I do hope that you join me also over on Instagram and TikTok. Come join our Facebook group. It's free. And then we also have a membership here on YouTube where we have weekly lives, and I'd love to see you there. But make sure that you subscribe. I'm just happy to have you in any way that I can get you. I appreciate your time and attention, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Tomorrow is super affordable options for you. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.